Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night, depending on where you're from. Welcome back to the Season 1 of the Collegiate Star League Counter-Strike Global Offensive. We are heading right into the knife round. On the CT side, at the moment, is UCSD. And team on the T side is Team Ezinc, which, according to my schedule, is not the team that it says. So I will have to get informed. I'll be looking at chat. I'm solo casting tonight. Most of you guys have probably stayed here from the first game. If not, my name is JZilk. You can go ahead and follow me as I shamelessly plug myself on Twitter at JZilk as well. It looks like we're going live in just a moment. Yeah, it looks like... did UCSD choose T or CT? Okay, so it is USC. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Definitely thrown off. I thought I read UCLA. I probably gave you the wrong information. Go ahead and flame me on Twitter. Follow me. Just kidding. You don't need to do anything, guys. I don't really care. I'm not a big social media guy. You can follow me on Reddit though. I spend a lot of time there. JZilk. Kolikin going for that first peak, but he gets a lot of info with that. So he spots already three or four T's at mid, able to call that to his teammates. And yeah, this is just a straight out brawl. Jordan with the entry kill, gonna get the first pick, and this is kind of all up to Richa here in pit. Oh, going for that headshot, Jordan. A little off with the aim. Dice able to trade him up, so this is going to be a 3-on-3 retake. CT's already here, so that's super important. Richa gets caught out, finally discovered in pit, but it is going to be Nooch to trade out Dice, so Nooch going to look for that pick. He's able to catch Ezinc off guard. Gets the trade. Mackie. One-on-one. It looks like Nooch is going to go for the one tap. Mackie goes for the wide peek, catches him off guard, and that was not a winnable round. You needed some pretty fast reaction time. So I'm going to guess his name's Chung. I only joined the server about 2 minutes, so just letting you guys know. Kind of reading the names as we go. I'm going to go with Chung, Richa, Kolikin, Cleaver, and Crazy Edwin Jr. That's a great name, Crazy Edwin Jr. I like your style, and I like your gun choice. Dual elites, dual Berettas, dualies if you're a 1.6 player, and Dice goes for the whip spray, actually manages to get Cleaver in the last second, so dualies actually not playing off for crazy-eyed, Crazy Edwin Jr. What a sweet name. But Chung with the scout, just not checking sandbags, not expecting Hex to be here, and yeah, kind of an expected anti-eco, or not, as Richa gets that swift CZ kill, and that's going to be a 2-on-3 now. Can this Mac 10 Deagle combo put in a lot of work, but they are not peeking, playing this to perfection, just waiting for them to push site, and then peeking as soon as they're caught off guard. So Richa will get kind of a exit kill on her way back to the spawn. And that'll be a 2-0. Not easy by any means, but thankfully not too much invested by USC. So it's, I'd say a good trade for UC San Diego. But at the same time, you know, it really isn't that big of a deal because didn't invest that much money. But here comes the huge investments. 2 AKs. They do not want to. They don't want to play that close range anymore. That was a little too scary for them. Too much CZ, too much SMG action. That it's gonna just scare them off. And you know, no mid, no A presence at all from the T's. So this is definitely gonna be Chung here in Apps. He could play a huge role in this round. If he were to make a play, yeah, he's going to go for this peak mid, so this could be huge. Jordan doesn't spot him either, so neither of them see each other, but he does know mid is clear, so he's going to be able to communicate this pretty effectively to his team that, hey, this is either an alt mid or a banana push, and he sees none at alt, so this is should cause a fat rotate. This could be extremely bad, but Jordan with the UMP showing that headshots are too strong, and this is just a cleanup. So even with the information, they were not able to react fast enough. Mackie saving Dice's life. Pretty important there, and this is just going to be down to Richa. Probably pretty happy to save this Deagle. Just go for an exit kill, maybe pick up a rifle, and Yeah, pretty clean round now. Once they got the AK-47s out, got a little bit harder, but yeah, that was almost a really big play by Chung. Able to peek mid. It would have been nice if his teammate rotated a little bit quicker. I think he still had someone playing towards pit area, and had they rotated maybe just a second, 5 seconds early, more like it could have been nice. But that's gonna be the last anti-eco round. So just gonna read chat, see what you guys are talking about. Figure it's solo. I'm solo casting. It's a little more casual. Gives me a little more time to see the nonsense you guys are talking about. Lots of hype. Yeah, lots of max bets. Yeah, I max bet on both teams on 10 different accounts. So, yeah, no matter what, I win, right? Flawless logic. Just kidding, guys. You can't bet on these games. If you could, I wouldn't tell you who I bet. No, I wouldn't bet. Can't be biased. But Crazy Edwin Jr. with the best name I've probably seen all year. Actually, Michelle Obama was a pretty good name. Gotta give Michelle Obama her credit. Never forget you, Michelle. If you're in the chat, actually, press 1 if you think Michelle Obama's the best name. And press 2 if you think Crazy Edwin Jr. is the best name. There you go. A lot of damage actually done to Mackie and Ezink at Banana, but still they get that first trade. So this is almost even. Obviously, it favors the terrorists because they're able to spread the CT defense and take advantage of it, right? Keep one at Banana, send the other 2 guys towards A, and make this a 4-on-2 take. So playing the numbers perfectly, and this is all going to come down to who hits their shots. But there you go. Richa from the pit, reaching far, gets a double kill, almost hits that spray, so Richa cannot peek anymore, and this is actually really hard, especially considering there's a third CT, Kulikan, clearing art, so they know they're all here on truck side. Dice gets the first kill. Can he get the flick? No, Hex with the 1D. That's going to bring it down to a 2-on-2. Richa runs into him, doesn't notice, gets the double kill. Perfect round from Richa. Gets 2 kills, dink down to 19, falls back, plays really passive in the pit, and then takes her chance. Pounces. I'm saying her because it sounds like a girl name. Totally don't know the gender of Richa. Probably gonna get flamed later. You're probably gonna tweet me and be like, did you call me a she in this? Anyway. You know what? All these people could be women. I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I don't have bios. I'm not following these guys on Twitter. I don't know. It could be bots. Guys should send me a message in chat if you know who these guys are in real life. Because I don't know. Like, you gotta prove it to me. You know, I need some hard evidence. Anyway, back to kind of a force buy actually from USC. So they have a 1D on Hex. He's proven his worth with that. We know he has the ability, and there goes Cleaver with the cheeky shot right through Spool. So hops up for info, catches him right through the corner of the. It looks like it was through the hay bale. If I can see that impact correctly, but yeah, he's staying in the same position. There's Hex. I'm telling you, this guy's proven he is worth his weight with that deagle. Finds that first kill, and this smoke's actually gonna block him off perfectly. This could be huge from Chung. Gets the first kill, gets dropped down to 13, gets a second on Jordan. So this is such a perfect play because he was the anchor for that site. He was able to get 2 kills before dying and basically reassure that this retake is at least somewhat possible. At least somewhat feasible. So Mackie and Dice gonna play this crossfire. No peeks from either side, but a nade comes in, drops Dice down to 13 HP. And a flash is gonna flash Mackie. Can't see anything. Gonna go for the peek on the Crazy Edwin. Gets pinned down pretty low, but there we go. Richa comes in for the kill, and no time for the defuse? No way. That was a huge misplay by UCSD. I know why they didn't have someone stick the bomb, but that was definitely a chaotic moment. I think that 1D from Hex just, you know, he blew off their head and blew their mind so much that they didn't know what to do. So that's going to be 5 AKs across the board, and now the momentum has swung. So what was once a full buy for UCSD is now going to be A full buy for Richa. So, not a full buy actually. That was a save because Richa was able to run away and save her utility, save that M4, and hopefully put it to good work. Chung going for that wide peek gets dropped instantly by Dice. Two-man set up a banana. You do not want a wide peek when there's two men staring you down with AK-47s and you have no armor. There's not much you can do. You got to instant dink, hope aim punch doesn't mess you up, and move it along. So Chung not doing his normal work with those pistols, but it's still pretty unfavorable for UCSD. I kind of would have liked to see them even keep the 3 at B. Like, why not go for that risk? But Cleaver drops Dice to 1. Oh, the salt, man. I would be... That's really frustrating, to say the least, especially in a game like this. So Dice gets the trade on Kolikin, are able to turn around and find him. It's Crazy Edwin Jr. in this position, trying to find something. That spray was very, very messy from Dice, but a kill's a kill, and he's on 4 of them at the moment. He's going to do it for the jump peak. Doesn't see anything CT because Richa wants to save that M4. Saved it last round after losing that retake. Has to save it again after failing to stop that B rush. So definitely some favor toward B on these anti-ecos. Kind of, I'd say it's pretty smart. Can be scary if the other team's stacking B or playing really close angles, trying to catch you off guard, you know. Getting one tapped or double dinked by a 5-7 can happen at any time. So, interesting if we'll see that maybe these reads start to come out from UCSD. Maybe they start to recognize these kind of play style choices. So now is a round where I'd think, okay, USC's probably going to go for an A play. They're probably going to put 1 or 2 banana for the beginning, try and stop some sort of banana aggression. You know, you got to you kind of got to assert your authority in this game, right? You got to make the other team be afraid. You got to make them be afraid to peek you. And I think at this point, this banana control early is making UCSD really afraid. So Cleaver, again, he's stuck alone. He's alone at the sandbags and can't get any help if he dies, but gets that kill. Very pivotal kill because had he died, that could have been such a fast B push. So maybe getting a little too aggressive in the case of Dice, but really I can't be mad at him for that kind of play, because when you have the momentum and you're feeling something, you have to just trust yourself. Especially when you get to a higher level of play, you really have to trust your instincts and not overthink the game, because that's when you start to misplay and maybe you don't take the peaks you should, or you over-peak something that you shouldn't have. You really just got to trust your instincts, and so I actually can't fault them for going through that jump peek through the smoke. Easily could have won the round had they got that. So here comes what I'm going to say is a fake B, but actually no, they're just going bomb first. Ezink, Jordan able to trade the kill, and actually Hex gets another one. Mackie and Ezink putting in a lot of damage. That was a 4-man take on Banana, doing a lot of work through the smoke and above the smoke. So that was actually pretty good team play, especially considering that Ezink went first with the bomb. So could have been really terrible if that spray down had gone another way. So thankfully for USC, they are getting a lot of these favorable trades after being one down. Here comes the retake. They're all not peeking. First peek comes from Jordan. Misses the spray on Richa. Able to find it. Hex gets one, and Kolikin left in pit. Can't do anything here from pool area or barbecue. Whatever you guys call it. Actually, what do you call that area? I'd like to get in chat, because I'm sure not all of you are from NA. So I'd like to know, what do you call that area next to barbecue? I know the people I play with will either just call it barbecue straight up or call it pool. That's the more, I think, technical term for that area. So if you're in chat, let me know. Are these Mexican teams or Canadian? Great question, Master Grammar. Definitely the most masterful of grammar. I like your name because you spelled grammar incorrectly. I like it. They are American teams, Master Grammar. I think you're trolling me. Maybe. I might know someone like you. So the Canadian teams were last game. Victory going to UBC. And we'll find out who's going to win this one. Already a 6-1 lead as Ezink drops him with the Nova. So I'm actually gonna check the money because that's a kind of a disrespectful play. Yeah, he has 5350 to play with, so maybe he's like, hey, I'm gonna go play apps anyway. May as well go for it, and it worked out. Can't blame him. Can't blame the guy. If it works, it works. And Jordan going for this plant, safe plant here by quad, but reach in Pelican. Gonna able to stop that. So it could have worked, and Dice gets a spray down here onto Reacha, so 1v2 Cleaver way too far away to even go for this. So every round is looking like it could it could favor UCSD at so many points, whether they're getting some sort of entry kill. Obviously they lost the entry this round, but they still did plant in a relatively open spot. Maybe if they would have had someone just surviving in pit, they could have done something with it. So pretty close. Anyway, I'm just reading the chat to see if you guys are answering my questions. Yeah, Dingpie, if they're answering that's what they call the pool area, I don't think they call it that. I'm gonna call you out. Everyone report Dingpie. Alright, so full buy from both teams. And Cleaver with this passive peek. He's just playing this information angle. So you notice he's not actually going for the full wide peek. He's actually just doing it to get info and fall back, which he does. He spots one or two, hears the bullets, and falls back to sight. So maybe UCSD is starting to play a little more on point, kind of looking for info and then being willing to play a more passive angle. And I can definitely start to see the disrespect coming out from USC. We got a Nova and a Deagle now on Hex. Hex definitely trusting his 1D skills. Went for a full wide crouch peek. Doesn't get punished by Cleaver. Definitely should have. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they'll bite their. Maybe they'll eat their own words if they throw this kind of around. Obviously, they still have 3 AK-47s. Can still definitely go in their favor, but this is what I'd call a not so serious buy. Definitely having fun. He isn't going for that. Nova again in apartments, unable to find it this time. Reacha is ready, and Reacha again with such low HP in pit, and they are able to find this. Nice spray. Oh, Naki could actually had a huge play there. Almost gets the spray transfer. I thought it was on point. I actually thought he was going to get that kill in library, so there you go. Maybe making USC question their plays. Oh, you got me, Hex. I liked it. Buys the Deagle first, all his utilities, and then just buys an op. You got me, dude. Purposely did that. You were trying to trick the caster. I'm on to you. I'm on to your... I like your style, Hex. Alright, it's going to be 3 actually now at B. So they're just going for that early play. They don't want to get B rushed, and because this has been really like favorable strat for USC, just taking banana control really early, and now Chung's like, I want banana. If you guys can't hold banana, I'll hold banana. And he's just going all out aggressive. Going for that peek. There we go, Cleaver. He gets the dink, and Cleaver steals his kill. Poor Chung. Poor dude. He pretty much won this round playing banana, yet only gets 2 kills for it, so... Team game. It's fine. Cleaver, you did your job. But that's the kind of aggressive plays you gotta do. You gotta... Sometimes you gotta go for the big dick plays, you know? It's not always about playing the game 100% to the T and playing every angle correctly. Sometimes you gotta do things that are risky, and it's about balancing that, right? Is the risk versus worth the reward? If it's a low risk, medium reward play, then maybe it is worth it. But if it's just medium risk, low reward, you don't need to go for the peak. So at this point, they just need to take some control back. And this is actually very telling of how close these rounds have been. Already USC is forced onto a save. So they only lost 2 rounds in a row after winning, what? They were 7-1? So they were 7-1, lose 2 rounds in a row, forced to save. And there we go. Cleaver finally chiming in, but Yep, overstays is welcome, and there you go. That's not how you play B, guys. You do not overcommit when there's a B rush like that. You go for the peak, you fall back and smoke, and that was a little, you know, that's one of those low risk or high risk, low reward situations. Is it really worth it to mow down the entire banana, or maybe the safer play is just to smoke, fall back, and play crossfires, and they're getting punished for it. So this banana aggression, I see that they're trying to stop it, and they're making a conscious effort. But that's definitely banana being given up too much, to say the least. Banana control has been pressured every single round, and they want to force buy. That shouldn't happen. Like, that shouldn't be allowed, especially when you're trying to start and play at the high level play. This is, you know, obviously a lot of teams are just starting to get into, or a lot of universities and colleges are just starting to form their own teams, and a lot more of that is being officialized. So there might be a little more puggy teams sometimes, but at the same time, if you really want to assert yourself as being one of the best college teams, you have to clean that up. Those types of plays really need to be focused on. And there'll definitely be some demo reviews, especially if you want to make sure this doesn't happen, because as far as I'm concerned, the bomb has gone down maybe twice at B, and they've taken it maybe 4 times this game. So the fact that over half of your round wins are at B on Inferno is not good. And losing an eco like that is even worse. So that could be one of those moments that send you on tilt. But Richa, mixing up her position. So normally playing pit, obviously he's played up here in balcony before, but tends to fall down to pit before anything happens, and there you go. Maybe why Richa doesn't play, it gets automatically dropped. Easing, catching off Crazy Edwin Jr., and interesting that he was still watching that position. There was already 2 teammates watching it. Balcony was wide open, so maybe that's just a call from Richa that never came in. Or was just a little preoccupied with that guy in library, but he'd already died, so kind of an oversight. And yeah, as soon as they go and stack 3B, they go and take A. So they put 3B at the beginning of the round to make sure a rush didn't happen. They still pressured banana, kept 2 guys there, and were able to rush A while there was only 2 on site and 1 on Speedway. So pretty smart stuff. Definitely, we're seeing some outplaying mixed with some misplaying. So I'd say that UCSD are making a lot of misplays. I can tell that they're skilled. There's a lot of skilled players on this team. So by no means am I bashing UCSD. But you can still tell that they are not making the right decisions in every situation. Because we've seen them make some really good decisions. We've seen Richa, we've seen Chung. We've seen them with these information plays. There we go, Maki getting that entry on banana. Chung going for a kind of big play, trying to grab the op. He's able to save it, but he's getting sprayed through the smoke. They have no idea he's this close. They're going to go for this jump peek. Maki. Oh, no! How did you see him? That is nuts. I was only watching Chung's POV, so perhaps, you know, the op scope was sticking out, or the barrel was sticking out just a little bit. And Kolikin, there you go, able to catch a rotator on E-Zinc, and the bomb is heading towards B, but this smoke might scare them. Dice still like, hey guys, there's no smoke down, we smoke CT, like, oh, does he not see the barrel? Does Hex not? Oh, Hex! Insane no-scope flick. That was awesome, Hex. That was cool. Yeah, I thought he could see the barrel of the gun, and that might have just been a perspective thing because I'm observing through GoTV, so sometimes you can see the glow of the outline and they can't. So we'll go with that for sure, but that is a really cool shot. Definitely some sick reactions. Inhuman, if you will. No, not Inhuman, Hex. One day. I expect Hex with just a little friendly tap nade on your teammates, you know, let them know you're here. Maybe you guys aren't like patting Hex on the back enough. I'd say there's definitely some social dynamic issues within the team. You know, it's very apparent to me that Hex is the child that doesn't get enough attention because, you know, there's other people on the team making mistakes, so they get all the... I'm totally bullshitting. totally talking out of my ass. I hope there's at least like 2 or 3 of you in chat like were genuinely confused at my commentary. But yeah, Hex is definitely on point. So he has not been opping the whole game. In fact, he was deagling for a couple rounds. So cool to see him come out with his main instrument. Show us what he's got. Show us what you've got. Yeah, so Hex getting swifty. Definitely cool to see him with the op. And yeah, it's going to be a straight rifle P90 round from UCSD. This is not looking good. Dice gets the first entry, and these are those early picks. Goes for a quick pre-fire here on Porch. Probably back in the chat from all you silvers. Oh, Chung, nice. I did not even see that. So Chung gonna go for that that double spray down peek, and maybe a little over aggressive from USC. They definitely wanted to take banana while they were rotating, and Chung was a statue. He was standing perfectly still. Ezink getting saved by Dice, 1 HP. Kolikin with the double spray down. So here we go. Maybe the little cocky nature from USC is getting stopped, put to a halt pretty quickly. And Chung with the flank, probably going to be able to spot Dice pretty quickly. But hey, Chung, there you go, Dice. He's playing the 1v1s perfectly. He is not willing to take any unnecessary peeks, and good play. So Chung, he's going to have to start to walk up. But Dice has a inkling. The odds are that Chung is flanking you. You know this is the B player, but he checks the wrong angle as Chung, oh so patiently, walks his whole way there. Dice really didn't have any. He knew that's where he could be coming from, but he had no idea that he was so close and that he'd be able to spot him that early. So well played from Dice. Gets the 4K while his team kind of went a little YOLO that round. Definitely a little YOLO. Did not need to commit that much, but that's all right. Crazy Edwin Jr. The dual Beretta M4 buyout. Definitely necessary. Sometimes you just need dualies to assert your authority and assert your manliness. Sometimes that just wins you games, you know? It just strikes fear. Like, who wants to fight someone that's good with dualies? Right? Okay, I'm totally biased. I love buying dualies on pistol on certain maps. Don't hate me, chat. There's probably some dualie haters that are gonna type lots of mean things. But Reacha doing some work with that swag, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Mackie trading him out in pit, and this is kind of a open. So that's why we're seeing a little split now. 1-1-1 set up from UCSD, and Cleaver, he should be able to hear this. Does he hear Jordan? Goes for the spray, and they're dodging and diving around that post, able to find the kill. And this is rather strange because all 3 players are ready to do a B play, and UCSD doesn't know what's going on. They have no information. Crazy Edwin Jr. just gonna smoke Balk and hope to God this isn't an A play because he's all alone, and it isn't. Cleaver and Kolikin with the crossfire. Hex finds the entry. Cleaver not able to assist, but he hears the bomb going down, goes for the wallbang on Schools, finds it, but trades out by Hex. And that's going to be a 1v2 for Crazy Edwin. And he's actually already here, so pretty swift rotate, wide peaks, gets punished for it. Hex through the wall. Sweet opping. Cool to see it come out from him. Definitely performing. 17 and 8. So, yeah, Hex was 17, Dice 14, Mackie 13. Pretty convincing T-side. That's a lot of confidence in that scoreline, and not to say anyone's doing horrible on the side of UC San Diego, but it's still one of those games where if you only get 4 rounds on CT, it can just destroy your mentality. You have no hope. You feel like there's nothing I can do. You know, there's always something someone can do. That's my motto. It could be you though, and you don't know that, so you just gotta try, guys. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Rush B! Seek a Blat! Oh no, Ezink. Gonna squash that immediately. And oh, Ezink almost gets a double actually. That was a pretty pretty swift trade, actually, considering he'd been there for such a long time. So, yeah, Jordan here catches the lurker, is starting to push up banana. I don't know if he's going to check here for Crazy Edwin, but maybe it's not a cheeky enough spot. Yeah, I don't think he's going to check. Edwin catches him off guard, unable to get that right crosshair placement, doesn't even get a shot off, and Hex, nice headshot. Good retake here from Boiler, both low on HP. This is going to be extremely hard with this crossfire setup. Kolikin able to get the kill, and now it's down to Dice on 11 HP. Solo retake, no time. He does have the kit, but there we go. That's what you need. You need that momentum swing, that little confidence boost. There's no way that USC is going to full save on this round. They know they have the lead. They know that this is their best chance to destroy the economy of UCSD. If they win this round, it's pretty much GG. Like, that's lights. There's not much you can do. You know, you can reverse force buy in Tech 9, and but that's just so hard if your economy can get built. And there goes the 5-7 rush down banana. Zinc is able to do a lot of damage. If he takes this battle, Cleaver does actually get saved by Richa. So a little unnecessary peek, you know. When you're getting rushed like that, you don't need to challenge. Like, you're able to just hold angles and let it come to you. So maybe a little overextension, but Bomb is still here down in banana. It's only a 2-on-4. They can kind of go wherever they want, but at the same time, really low HP. Dice could be set up for a 1v4 if he can find this first headshot, but doesn't. Richa gets the spray down. That was the only person to have more than 50 HP on the whole team was Richa. If he had got that insta-dink, that's one of those situations where it's so hard to trade when you have that low of HP, because it's kind of a psychology thing. One, you don't want to like full peek and just, you know, hard peek the whole time, play an angle without moving around because you're low. You also don't want to peek instantly, because if the person's spraying a pistol and you re-peek at around the same spot, same time, that could just be a quick double kill. And suddenly that 1v4, because of that first kill he gets, becomes a 1v1, right? Because you get just a quick double kill on 2 lit opponents. But anyway, that's a different universe where you got a sweet 5-7 4K. And this is just a wraparound Arch side, so getting punished for leaving Arch open, and USC maybe, I mean, they committed 4 to B, so it's like Arch was pretty much going to be open no matter what. Went for the gamble play, trying to hope they can just stack a sight and catch him off guard. Not going to happen. They just take Arch immediately. Just kind of full committing as a team. They know this is winnable. This is not just because people say it's CT sided, it's this, it's that, doesn't mean it's black and white. It's so dependent on teams' play styles, whether or not one side is gonna be heavily favored or not. It could have completely to do with one team misusing the economy, right? And maybe force buying when they don't need to, and suddenly a very CT favored map becomes heavily T favored, because both teams weren't paying attention to their economy. So oh, Master Grammar, gotta love your trolls in chat. Yes, definitely a C play. Makes you wonder. Chung with the entry kill. So he's taking app control pretty quickly. This is really what UC San Diego need. They need this confidence. I don't know if they're going to know Hex is here boost on Balk. So if they do not check here on Porch, this could be huge. This smoke might block him off, so he's not going to be able to see Hex, but Hex will be able to see him. This is an advantage of being in the bird's eye position. Dice finds a kill. Hex is able to find Chung. I wonder if he's going to drop off. He had the silencer. Chung maybe turned around just in time for the death cam to catch that. But you never know. He could just think he got killed through the smoke and be extremely frustrated at that happening at all. So that was a really great defense from USC. What looked really good for UCSD, getting 2 entries, but they play it well. They retain their crossfire. Hex playing from that boost on balcony, or on porch rather, and a whiffed flash from Richa. I'm sure you really wanted me to point that out. Kolikin, nice entry. All right, they're actually playing this pretty well. They made the read. They knew that CTs had probably rotated A, and that, hey, odds are there's only 1 on B site. Let's go. Let's like rush it now. It's just us 2. We got nothing to lose. So Richa gonna play an off angle. Hex, is he gonna check it? He does, but gets sprayed down. That close range gonna benefit the spray of the AK much more than M4. And No way! Richa not expecting a second one. Dice catches him off guard. This is a 1v1. He's just going full clutch mode. He's rushing through. Gonna pre-fire both sides. Starts the spray, commits to it, but doesn't get re-peeked, and he gets it! Dice with the 1v1. No time, no kit. That will actually still be around going to UCSD. So, well played on the retake. Still unable to win it. And that's the dire straits of a low economy. If you're trying to commit to a retake and don't have enough time. We saw he went as fast as possible, but in the end, just got outplayed. Kolikin playing the time, Reach able to play that off angle and catch Hex off guard in construction, so you never know. This could be T-side, baby. You never know. Dice going for the more passive play, gonna just set up a smoke here. That's actually a cool smoke. That's a really cool smoke. So, what that smoke does is it allows him to ult safely. So he can wide peek from mid and get information ult. Yeah, and he's the only man with the AK, so he was really looking to make a big play. Smoke that part of mid, go peek ult by himself, or maybe with a teammate coming out of apps, and really take control of the mid, alt mid area. Unable to do that, unfortunately, because he gets dropped down to 48, so he obviously trusts in his AK skills. Otherwise, I might drop this gun for a teammate. Hope they can do a little more damage with it than I can with low HP. So yeah, this was a little half buy. What Henry G calls a quasi buy coming in. And it'll allow him to full buy next round, so it's not too much of a gamble. But Richa, Cleaver, just waiting. They're holding angles, they're waiting for an overcommit, and that molly's gonna be so good for. Oh, that's gonna kill him. That's the end. Fire to the rain, and Mackey's running and insane with that 5-7. It's so cool. Okay, I'm so done. Yeah, no more singing on stream, guys. I'll probably get fired if I do that again. But hey, this is solo casting. You know? I'm already, like, if you think about me, like, put me in a context of the fact that I'm staring at, like, 2 screens, talking to myself. Like, if you can imagine someone from, like, the 50s, like, some, like, researcher, some, like, head of this, like, science department in Yale, and he gets to study this tape of me, like, I'd be regarded as, like, an alien with psychosis. Oh, God. I'm so sorry, guys. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to have fun, you know? Anyway, back onto another buy round. Hex and Mackie with op. So, seen Hex. I don't think I've seen Mackie with op. Maybe I have. There we go. Hex with the mix-up. Peeks in from port side. That's a heads-up play. That's something you want to do when you know the T's are taking mid-control early. When you know they're flashing, when you know they're HEing, when you know they're anticipating that cross-peek, wrap around. Like, you don't need to peek from mid. You don't need to go for the fastest peek every time. Like, be patient, wrap around through truck side, take that extra 5 seconds, and catch them off guard, because odds are they're going to be looking from where you peek normally, and odds are they're not going to have the reaction time to switch over to boiler side. They're not expecting an op to peek there. They didn't see anyone cross. There's no reason to anticipate it. So that's a good adaptation from Hex. Unfortunately, gets traded out, but still, you know, slightly favorable for the T side, but it's not a bad play. Maybe he didn't overcommit, would have worked out. So Richa with another entry. This is getting really scary. This is really a round where you can't afford to lose it, and Eason getting caught off guard as well. So Richa basically killing the entire B site, causing a rotate to A. Now it's just going to be all on Cleaver here to mop him up. Dice, the last man standing on USC. We just got a game on our hands, boys. This, I'm sure there's quite a bit of you, already been seeing this comeback, but I'm gonna be honest, I really thought USC was gonna start kind of showing us who's boss, right? They did mess around a couple rounds. Maybe this is gonna come and backfire. Hex really sweating bullets, you know, I know he went for a D round buy when he didn't need to. Who would have thought that giving 4 rounds on the CT side was too much? Oh man, we only got 11 on T side. We're gonna lose. And hey, this is still entirely possible. We can see some perfect play again. Maybe these peaks aren't working, right? We saw Hex get the entry, he re-peaked and died. So maybe it's time to just go full passive play. Let the action come to you. That's some good advice to anyone out there, maybe just getting into the CS scene. Maybe, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter what rank you are, actually. You can always learn. I'm always learning about this game. The more you learn about Counter-Strike, ultimately the less you know. You start to realize really how deep the pool goes of skill and knowledge level. And there we go. Hex with the entry. Smart enough to fall back. This is what I wanted to see. There's not overconfidence now. They know they're skilled. They know how to play to their advantage. And they're willing to respect their opponents. So it took until things got right up to the end. When they were really getting challenged by UCSD and they're adapting. So they're respecting. There we go, Hex. That's what I want to see. He does go for the re-peak mid, but odds are he's not going to get punished as both the bomb and the entry fragger are heading towards B. So we'll see if we can see someone out of reach. It does get the first entry, finds the spray down headshot onto Mackie, but the smoke is going to block off construction. So this is going to be a 4-on-3 retake. Who did I know? They have a lurk coming in. Jordan, good heads-up play. Gets dropped to 13, but does get that lurk. So now it's a 4-on-2. The ultimate crossfire, we've seen this be huge for USC. And we'll see if UCSD is going to have the same kind of advantage. And actually, Richa, going for the Hiko play, going to just bait Cleaver, say, oh, there's no way there will be two here. And yeah, they actually read it. Oh my god! Richa! Do it! Oh my god! Gets the 4K. Dice was even ready for that and still finds it. That is nuts. Woo! That was sick. So, I kind of made fun of you, Richa, for baiting your opponent. But good bait! That was awesome bait. That's exactly how you bait your teammates. There's like annoying baiting where they die and then you get one kill and then or 0 kills because you peaked too late. But you waited for that perfect timing, took the battles in front of you, didn't wide peek, got that third swift headshot, hid and waited for that bomb tap, and got the last player. That was emphatic. I could not even keep up. Woo! That was sick. Oh, cool. There's a delay on the stream. I gotta watch it again. Cool. All right. Anyway, we got a quick on our pause coming in. Quick on pause. Random PC crash. Happens to us all. Oh, Richa, dang, you are keeping UCSD on your back right now. What a crazy play. That was pretty sick. That was insane. M4A4, boys. 30 bullets. Free chat at M4A1 when it happened. I recently switched to the A1, so I'm taking note, Richa. Might be time to switch back. It's all preference. It's all preference. Play style. If you're playing more passive, maybe a more lurker role, maybe the A1's for you, because that silencer can be very clutch. If you're a CT that likes to make a lot of plays and pushes, go for it. But in this case, if you're a clutch player that doesn't want to reload, 30 bullets, baby. That rate of fire plus 30 bullets can, I mean, get you a 1v4. So, really well played by Richa. I can't say that enough. That was sick. That was a really cool play. Oh yeah, there's a good. I like watching the replay. Cool. All right. This is really scary. I'm legitimately scared for USC. Really anticipated this to be a blowout. 11-4 like that. I really anticipated it, but here we go. Mackie with the entry. Don't overcommit, Mackie. This is your problem. Jordan able to get the crossfire. They don't need to peek this. He can fall back. Even though he just lost Jordan, he can literally just anchor. Nice headshot. Good dink. That's actually the damage you need. But no nades really out from USC, so if Mackie could have held just a little longer, I think that B site could have been clear, or they would have allowed time for their teammates to rotate and would have made the B site retake a little bit easier. And here we go. They're all coming from the same side. Hex goes for the wide peak, unable to find the pick, and Kulikin is not going for the peek. Hex gets insta headshot. Kulikin peeks late, finds him checking a different corner because, you know, why would he re-peek me? I just held that angle for 5 seconds and he didn't budge. So, gets punished with those good team trades, and UCSD has really done this. They have won 7 rounds out of 8. So, San Diego was once 4-11 on CT side. For those of you just joining us, this is the ultimate comeback. Here comes the fast push by Jordan. They are able to find 1 kill. Jordan gets 1, and he drops down Zinc low to 4%. Make that 5, and that's going to be a fallback. So, 1 in the red and 3 full HP, but really don't have pistols to work with. That was the round to just go for a straight rush and take a risk, and they got a kill out of it. So, all in all, pretty good. If you can, you know, maybe kill yourself before they get a plant, that could be even better. Sometimes that's an advisable strategy. If you know you're not going to win the round, sometimes just go for the peaks early. Don't let them get the plant. Don't let them get any more bonus money. You know, it could be negligible. It could not matter at this point, but hey, if you're looking for a comeback, every dollar counts. You want to break that economy as soon as possible. Every smoke, every molly makes a big difference. There we go. E-Zinc, good patience, able to drop the 1 lurker. They've already rotated to A, or already rotated to B, and Mackie back to A pretty quickly. USP in hand. Not much you're gonna do unless the opper misses. Maybe you'll get a chance. Nice fadeaway shot. Able to drop reach it down to 41%. So pretty sick play. That's running accuracy for you with the pistols. Can certainly favor you in mobile situations when you're moving around. And but it's not a pistol. They have armor. That USP is not going to do much damage. Really, just play it out to the best of their ability. Mackie going for the peak. Is he able to drop? Can't drop Chung. Gets him to 52, but yeah, that's all you're going to be able to do. They got 2 kills. They had no investment. E-Zinc picks up a Molotov and Dice gets an AK, so now the question is, if the IGL for the IGL on USC, do you force buy? And the answer should be no, because it's not over yet. You're still, in theory, on the advantageous side of the map. You should not be able to lose this. But at the same time, you've only got the 1 round so far. And Kulikin, dang, that timing, man. Almost got him. That was crazy. That was actually pretty crazy. Alright, and yeah, so it's gonna be all on Mackie here to just hopefully save the AK-47. Already dropped down to 4 HP, so that's actually a lot to ask considering this is more than likely going to be a late plant and then just a hunt from then on. So, yeah, Mackie's already just decided to stick to B. Not going to do anything else. Not going to even try and retake. I know they're at A. And if we can get another weapon, if Hex can find something here in library, awesome. Nice. Thanks, Crazy Edwin. He's trying to teach some of the people out there the new plant spot. It's not the new plant spot. It's not even a new plant spot. It's been around. But, you know, informing maybe some of the newer viewers. Oh! That random nade, though. Wait, how did you get that? I gotta go watch a replay. You know, I was watching Crazy Edwin the whole time while he stared at a bomb, and then moved away, and he gets a Kobe. Commentator's curse. This is it, boys. This is the round. This is, if not the deciding round. All the marbles on the line, all the money invested. The USC Trojans need to get this. A whiff flash from Crazy Edwin might be what they needed. That could be the start. So, passive play coming out. E-Zinc back to playing in pit, and the crossfire here from Hex and Jordan over on A site. So Jordan's been able to play Arch side pretty well. He was playing B for a couple rounds, but they lost it. So, yeah, interesting to see that they've mixed it up and they've thrown Mackie over here now to play B with Dice. So, but yeah, full passivity coming out. They are not giving any peeks. They do not want to give any advantage right now to UC San Diego because they've been taking it. They've been really taking a hold of them. Anytime they get a pick, they just all-out push, and they commit as a team. They're able to catch the rotators effectively, and any overcommitment from USC has just been quickly thwarted. So, interesting play here from Crazy Ed when he smokes off Arch. He's going to be the solo man here on poor side. He's ultimately just trying to get information, but on the other side of the map, Mackie able to drop someone, maybe getting a little over-aggressive. Will Hex get caught off? One tap here from Crazy Ed when finds... Oh, he's going for the spray. Misses it here on E-Zinc. Still can't find him. He's just kind of dodging and diving around the pole here. And yeah, this is going to be really up to the fact if E-Zinc can make his life worthwhile. And wow, Kolikin able to stop him while they're trying to rotate. E-Zinc here, Steer Hill and Pit. Able to stop the planner, and they can just straight defuse. They have the kit. Terrace is too far away. Even if E-Zinc messes this up somehow, this is still around 1. So, good job. That was so important for USC. And Mackie's still even able to clean him up, pick up the op afterward, and he should be able to drop. He has 6,600. He has an op. Needs to definitely drop a teammate, even drop a FAMAS, because he can afford it. I'd like to see him drop 2, so we don't have... no, he doesn't need to. Okay, so we got FAMAS money across the board. 1 op, 2 FAMASes. This is at the moment where UCSD can afford to buy every round. It doesn't matter. Win or lose, they can buy. So, makes it extra scary because every round you play is a rifle round. And Reacher going for the just ballsy... Oh my god, already out here, but gets punished. There we go. Mackie should have had that a little bit earlier. Picks up the Pro 90. Can't get a spray down, and actually that's really good. He really needed to find that 3rd kill because that's only a 2-for-2 trade. Even though Mackie got 2 kills, that's still the B site giving up, and we've seen how UCSD can play this. Maybe we don't have Reacha alive, but this is still a really big situation. Cleaver dropping E-Zinc from Banana. He's trying to do that cheeky flank, and oh my god, Chung, nice shot. Gets Jordan. I mean, he pre-fired a little bit, heard the sound of the movement, so... yeah, not able to find him. So that's crazy how USD has just turned this around. They're finding every opening at all possible. So what looked like yeah, just a really lost team. I gotta say I'm kind of blown away. I thought it was over. I really thought it was over. Yeah, wow. I can't really wrap my head around how they've made this so successful. I hope that map doesn't start. That would be really bad if the map switches mid-game. Anyway, I assume it's not gonna work like that. Yeah, this is pretty crazy how they've been able to just open them wide open. Obviously USC made some misplays at the beginning with kind of the overconfident peaks, but this is UCSD just finding every opening. Any opening they get dropped because Hex is there, and Hex is mad. And we've seen Hex's opping, and when he's angry, he can be on point. He knows bombs B, or bombs going A, so they've rotated. There we go, Mackie. From the balcony, he has not played that all game, catches him off guard. This was the mix-up they needed. Mackie, you are an A player, and you should never go B again. Even though you're a good B player as well, you are needed here. There you go, gets the spray through the smoke. He's looking for the 4K, can't find it. Chung here on default, gonna get dropped swiftly by that 5-7. And we are at 14-14, boys and girls. This is as close as it gets. Whew. I don't know if I can handle this. This is nuts. E-Zinc with only 8 kills. Not to put you on blast, but I actually thought you were getting some kills. Not gonna lie. I've said your name a lot, and I guess you've been dying. R.I.P. And now we go to 3 B stack. So they're anticipating. This is what UCSD does when they don't know what to do. When the passivity is too good, but Hex, he takes advantage of it, gets that wide peak, And if any B rush happens, they are ready for it. There's a full double firing squad right behind him. So if they want to rush down Hex, more power to you. We got 2 to take on whatever you're going to give us. So that is the most important entry pick they probably could have got. Actually, pretty surprising he's still playing this open angle, especially if Cleaver goes through pillars here, but he drops him down to 17. You really need to fall back right now, Hex. There we go. So he got that entry and maybe overstayed his welcome, but still alive. And in the words of Smash, we still living. And that's the most important thing. So 4v5. This is where we get to see if UC San Diego has what it takes to be a top caliber team. They are 3-3 in their bracket right now for the Northern region, going against the USC Trojans, who are 6-1. This would be their second loss in their group. So they are the heavily favored team, getting pushed up to a round 30 game. Every round is being played. Hex with 17 HP. Will he get the peek here on Crazy Edwin? He actually is able to walk by without him noticing. Jordan gets the lurker here on A. It is going to be an all-out brawl-up B. Crazy Edwin Jr. gets the pick. Now it's going to be all up to this spool push. Oh, Hex, he gets over, gets the 250 kill, gets straight out, and the smoke kill from Dice. No time for the plant, and that will be match point for the USC Trojans. Huge, huge round to drop the planter. Hex with a sick entry, able to stop the plant. Pretty much single-handedly winning that round. What a heads-up play to jump on top of spool, understanding there's no time left, and that if he can drop the bomb, that is game. So Jordan going for a pause. Looks like we got one more disconnect. And kind of unfortunate. Might be, especially if you have momentum, this might not be what you want. If you just won that round, which was a pretty clutch round to win, especially considering it was down to a 3-on-3, that was looking really scary, especially with how UCSD has played that B site. But yeah, that retake, just beautifully executed. Hex really understanding what's at stake, how much time was remaining, and performed under pressure. So pretty sick stuff. I think we might be seeing some overtime, boys. In the words of Sephiroth Ken, this could go either way. This could go either way. Let's see, we're getting unpaused, shortly heading right back into round 30. Welcome to any new viewers. This is the Collegiate Star League Counter-Strike Global Offensive. This is our first season, and unfortunately, this is our last game until most of the students go on break. So these are finals. They're going to be heading back home. It's going to be Christmas, New Year's. We will be back in January, so definitely stay tuned. Go ahead and give us a follow, but we are down to the wire. 5 versus 5. These are the tense moments. This is where either crazy plays are made or crazy misplays are made, because everyone's nervous. Everyone wants this game to be over, unless you are UC San Diego. You want to keep going, get this final round, and there we go. Jordan with the first pick, playing Arch perfectly, falls back here to Speedway, not able to get a second kill, maybe overextending. Is Dice going to be able to get anything? He does. He finishes the spray on the lit player. There we go, double kill here from the Terrace, down to a 2-on-2, and this is the A side open. Retake coming from the Arch side. Both players, they're playing really, really slow. They do not want to make any mistakes. Easing, checking every corner. Hex switch, swapping the AK, pretty smart. You need to be mobile, and there we go. Chung gets the one player here from Arch. They know that the last player is probably coming from Library side. He's unable to see him at Pit, and there we go. Reacha, you played Pit well on CT side, and you played it well on T side, bringing us into overtime. Ladies and gentlemen, couldn't have asked for a better ending. When I say ending, I mean we're just beginning. 10K, MR3, first team to 19 wins. Otherwise, if we hit 18 all, we are into a double overtime. So, okay, we're live. Sorry, I saw two T's with Glocks. A little bit confused. Wondering if there was a little warm-up, but we're right into it. No warm-up. Round 31. So, full 10k on each team. They get to buy up whatever they want, and Hex playing that banana. They're opting for this triple B, and these pre-fires are not working. They're going in one at a time. Will Reach get punished for being on the wood stack. Hex going for another pick, gets dropped, gets a spray down, and they just need to fall back. This is man advantage for USC. They need to take this and run with it. There's no reason to go for any aim duels, and they are playing this perfectly. Double crossfire on B. Fall him back all the way to Arch from Mackie. Yeah, he's going to even go on Library and play an even more passive angle. This allows him to hide so he can't get rushed down from truck side. There's no surprises. And the reason we're actually seeing him do this is because Jordan wants to be able to fall back on balcony. He wants to be able to pick truck, fall back into pit. And if you do that, you might get your teammate killed. So Maki playing a passive angle here in Library. Wonder if he's going to go for that peek. He gets it a little bit late, but now he knows they're going CT to... They're going Arch to CT. He gets the wallbang through the door, drops him 28, unable to kill him. Chung with a sick play, and that kill actually might be the entire round here. 20 seconds. Little did they know one is their after round. They literally have 15 seconds. There's nothing they can do unless he gets this kill. Kolikin gets dropped last, and yeah, just not a lot of time. They would have really had to hustle and rush their way and kill the one guy on B and hope they can catch that Speedway player off, but unable to happen. Played a little bit too slow, and yeah, that Arch to B play, which has really never been done before, almost got completely kiboshed. So, but yeah, in this case, it's going to be USC getting another CT round, and as we know, CT rounds have been hard to come by in regular time. And now we're down to 1-0 in favor of USC. So Hex and Mackie making pretty good work of those AWPs. Yeah, it seems like the whole team's pretty much putting in work. Actually, across the board, really. I mean, whatever. I can put people on blast. E-Zinc for having 9 kills and Crazy Edwin for only having 11. But obviously, both teams are pretty equal. They've both been getting pretty crucial kills. I remember seeing E-Zinc get some pretty round critical kills. Same goes with Crazy Edwin. He's been playing pretty lights out in the second half on his T side. So this is a close game, to say the least. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if this one round on CT side is really important, but as we've seen, CT rounds have been 1/3 as likely. I'm trying to think how to phrase this. It is 1/3 as likely to get a CT round as it is a T side in regular time, and we're in overtime. So does that apply? Does this full economy change things? I'd like to think so. I think that having a full economy really favors the CT. Obviously, you have more expensive setups. In this case, double op setups. So I don't know. You could argue either way that having full economies also helps terrorists, full AKs, but I think this could be a 3-0. This could be a lights out. I think USC has adapted. This triple banana play has been the perfect answer. They even stopped that arch play, so this is going to be it. Hex going for the quick pick. It's dropped down to 47. Molotov comes out, and that's going to be a good way to stop, and it's going to allow Dice as well to fall back to A. So in case any crazy plays come out, they don't want to get caught off guard. And, especially that's the crazy part about having only 2A, is that as soon as someone gets picked off on your team, there's literally 1A. And that can be really scary, especially when you have a barrage of Ts just stomping down, knocking on your door. Thank you guys. Thank you for the nice words. Getting lots of kind words from you in chat. I appreciate it. I'm trying really hard. Solo casting this game is really intense. And there we go. There's that aggressive T play. Maybe they waited just a little bit too long. Cleaver able to drop Dice down to 48. And nice spray down from Dice. Gets the headshot. Lots of good... everyone's kind of playing on point right now, so... Lots of good spray downs. Crazy Edwin just going to play first oranges. Crouch down. He's just going to wait until he has enough info to peek. And he may not even decide to peek. There we go. Kulikin dies. I don't know if they see him. No! Gets the TK. Dice. No! TK's Jordan jumping up, and it allows Crazy Edwin to spray him down. Oh, with the disrespect in chat from Crazy Edwin. Ooh. Ooh, no. That sucks. Man, he should not have been able to win that round. That's such an unfortunate spray. I don't even think he was aiming at... I don't think Dice was aiming at Jordan. I think it's one of those situations when you're crouch spraying. Like, he committed to the crouch spray, and I think it kind of was a random bullet that went off to the left. Because crouch spraying isn't 100% accurate, but it is accurate. It is incredibly accurate. I'd say 90% accurate. Totally based off of lots of research. But there we go. USC still finding work. That P250 from Ezink, and I remember him. He got a sick P250 on the first half. So there you go. That was one of the plays he made that was super pivotal in getting one of those important frags, and he did it yet again. They really want 2 rounds. That will make them sleep easy. But hey, we got Crazy Edwin Jr., and he has been showing up this half. Even though he only has 12 kills, his kills have been very, very important. There you go. Caster's Curse gets dropped immediately. Molotov going to stop him, but it's going to allow him still to push into Arch. So if this Arch to B hit doesn't get hurt, and I think the mollies and nades actually made it impossible to hear that, this could really catch him off guard. But Dice is ready. Not in a good angle to get the trade, but Ezink able to get it. 2-0 half for USC. That's pretty good considering how we've seen regular time go. And hey, maybe it's not enough, right? No, there hasn't been a lot of logic in this set so far, in this one map between the USC Trojans and UC San Diego. So, again, this could go either way, and there is no pause, there's no break. We are going right into it. This ain't ClutchCon. We don't have breaks. There's no short breaks. This is the Collegiate Star League. I am Jay Zilk. And shit's about to get real. Hex with the entry. He can do it on CT, he can do it on T. Doesn't matter, put him wherever you want. He can play car. He can play banana. He can play anywhere on banana. He's just the king of banana. Freiburg, someone's coming for you. And his name is Hex Dash. I'm sure you want me to pronounce that dash. So I will. Oh, Hex minus. It's probably there's a hidden meaning in your name. I'll find it someday, Hex. Add me on FaceSpace. Anyway. 4-on-2, so this is actually a round that UC San Diego really need. They can't afford to go for a peek like that. Hex will punish you. This man with an op, he has proven it over and over. Goes for the no-scope, unable to do any damage, but Ezink in for the trade, and that's going to be a perfect round so far. 2 CTs remaining. Will USC take this to match point? They have worked so hard. Both teams have worked so hard, but USC has been really just heavily favored in every way. Should be winning a lot of these rounds that they haven't. And I gotta give it to UC San Diego. They have put up a sick fight. This game has been awesome to watch, and we might just be seeing the end for once. UCSD has to just fall back. I mean, they don't need to save, really. You can just go for exits. You can afford to die. Yeah, 3 lit players, and they're all just gonna stay here in banana. Yeah, smart. It's really smart. Zink gonna go for the peak. Doesn't matter if he dies. He had the most HP, so that's a risk you're willing to take. Everyone else had between 28 and HP, so that was a pretty big important round to save those rifles. Had you lost them all, you might have to rebuy, and then if you lose the round, you could be pretty low on utilities, pretty low on Galil. So pretty intense. 2 rounds if UCSD wants to bring this into a double overtime. If not, this will be USC's game. They're going, UC San Diego, Crazy Edwin going for that boost. We've seen Hex play this position before, and they could be aware of it, but definitely one of those spots that if you're not checking it, and if there's a lot of smokes up, could easily net 1 or 2 kills. Very, very easily. So cool play. We're not seeing UCSD choke yet. They're not folding. Hex going for a solo pick. He's been their entry fragger with this AWP, and he's going to go. He's clearing out. He doesn't see any arch. He didn't see any at the corner here on porch side, so hopefully someone pop flashes in for him, and he can go for a quick peek. Let's see if this flash is any good. Molly down under porch. There's no way he's going to check this. This could easily be a quick double here for Crazy Edwin, but there we go. Reach it with the double kill. Insane play from alt mid. That was really sick. able to flank both players, doesn't even give Crazy Edwin Jr. a chance, and here it comes. The cavalry has arrived, and the T's are going for a push here into B. They actually happen to get a sight. A little overplay here from Chung, pushes through the smoke, trying to find a kill. Had he found that, that would have been a 4-on-1, right? Like, kind of a low-risk, high-reward play, I'd say. I definitely respect the attempt, but still, 3-on-2. Maybe he should have stayed and gone for the guarantee 4-on-2, and here we go. We'll find out. Ezink just going to be jiggle peeking this corner, able to get the spray down. Now it's down to a 2-on-2. Crazy Edwin going for the Molotov on the Molly. Oh my god, down to a 2-on-0. They get the round. UCSD finds it in the end. Oh my god. This game, man. This game gets closer and closer. I can't handle it. Whew. Need to take my sweater off, open a window. It's the ride that never ends. There's a song like that, right, guys? Someone will tell me in chat. The song that never ends. There we go. Let's go, boys. This is it. This is the game. Or this is the round that decides the game. Hex with the op. Yet again. Funnily enough, he is their entry fragger. So far on this T side. Overtime, he has been the entry player, and we'll see if they maybe get a little app control this time. That was their downfall. Richa was able to push all the way through apps, peek ult, and get a double kill while they were least expecting it, and while they were actually setting up for a peek at mid. So there we go, Jordan working his way slowly into T apps. He's aware that Richa might be reaching and going for some sort of play, so at least they have some eyes, some attention towards it. But yeah, right now it's really only Dice and Hex going for the plays. They're the only ones making real peaks. Everyone else is kind of waiting for something to happen. So Mackie holding down mid, Ezink here to join and help. So here comes a rotate, 3 at B. And we're seeing one more kind of trying to make their way down. So they left apps. They're just going to go for that pass and play. 25 seconds. They're anticipating this B play. This is exactly what UCSD need right now to counter this B push. They have 3 ready. Cleaver goes for the overextension. Gets dropped. Huge punishment for that play. And there we go. Jordan gets the second entry kill. This is all on Chung. And it's over. Kulikin with the 1v4. Can he get it? He is able to get a double. And that's Ezink. Going to finish the game 19-17. Woo! In favor of USC. What a game, boys. What a game. That was really, really entertaining. Good job, guys. We're gonna close it out for the night. Thank you so much for tuning in. As you already know, we are the Collegiate Star League. This is Counter-Strike Global Offensive, very first season, so give us a lot of love. Give us a follow on our channel and on our main channel. We will be streaming Counter-Strike there as well. This ends it for the first half of Season 1. We will be heading into a break for most of schools. They're going to be getting their Christmas break and finals coming up soon. So we will be returning in January. So go ahead and check out our website. Go Google Collegiate Star League. Follow me on Twitter at JZilk or on my Twitch as well at the same handle. I have been Joey, a.k.a. JZilk. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for bearing with my solo casting. We do plan on having another caster available next time, so thank you for bearing with me. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for all the positive notes. Send me any criticism and advice. I look forward to hearing from everything, whether it's good or bad. I'm trying to get better, so please let me know. Anyway, take care, guys. Have a good night. Rest easy. Play some Counter-Strike. Get some wins. Take care.